Hey, what's up, YouTubers? It's me, Anthony, and I'll be playing Dear Esther today. Now, I really wanted to play this game because I heard a lot about it. Never mind that I haven't actually played Half-Life 2, but Dear Esther originally, it originated as a Half-Life 2 mod, and gradually it became its own game. And I am playing right now. Well, no, I haven't played it yet, but I will be playing the Steam version, which is, it was like $10. So what? Who cares? But moving on. It was created by the Chinese Room, and it's critically acclaimed. It is a very popular game, and so I thought I would play it with you guys. So let's get started. Just to know, in order to just keep things steady, I'm going to be uploading this periodically in 10-minute intervals. So the videos will only be 10 minutes long each. Okay, guys? That shouldn't be much of a problem. And I might upload them, daily, and we'll see how it goes. Let me just edit some options and just see if everything's alright. Yeah, everything should be, yeah, this should be fine. Alright, so let's get going, guys, alright? What should I pick? I'll just pick the first one. Oh, they're chapters. Does it go 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4? I'm going to guess it starts here. Let's hope I'm right, because I'd rather not be wrong. This loading screen takes a bit. Alright, we'll wait. I don't care. I got me some time.
Dear Esther, the gulls do not land here anymore. I've noticed that this year they seem to shun the place. Maybe it's the depletion of the fishing stock driving them away. Perhaps it's me. When he first landed here, Donnelly wrote that the herds were sickly and their shepherds the lowest of the miserable classes that populate these Hebridean islands. 300 years later, even they have departed.
Okay, so pretty good. Wow. Nice graphic detail. Oh, flashlight. Whoa. Paint cans everywhere. Okay. So from what I hear about this particular game is that it's basically you don't do anything except walk around and basically listen to the guy talk. So with that in mind, I just want to tell you guys that I'm going to be, quiet for the going to be quiet for the rest of this game, just in order to give you the feel of the entirety of, what's over here and everything like that. And I hope you guys don't mind. There won't be commentary, but it's a darn good watch, and I hope you guys watch everything. All right. Well, that'll be it. Bye.
Donnelly reported the legend of the hermit, a holy man who sought solitude in its most pure form. Allegedly, he rode here from the mainland in a boat without a bottom, so all the creatures of the sea could rise at night to converse with him. How disappointed he must have been with their chatter. Perhaps now, when all that haunts the ocean is the rubbish dumped from the tankers, he'd find more peace. They say he threw his arms wide in a valley on the south side and the cliff opened up to provide him shelter. They say he died of fever 116 years later. The shepherds left gifts for him at the mouth of the cave, but Donnelly records they never claimed to have seen him. I have visited the cave and I have left my gifts, but like them, I appear to be an unworthy subject of his solitude. Those islands in the distance, I'm sure, are nothing more than relics of another time, sleeping giants, somnambulist gods laid down for a final dreaming. I wash the sand from my lips and grip my wrist ever more tightly. My shaking arms will not support my fading diaries. I have found the ship's manifest, crumpled and waterlogged under a stash of paint cans. It tells me that along with this present cargo, there was a large quantity of antacid yogurt bound for the European market. It must have washed out to sea. God knows there are no longer gulls or goats here to eat it. A wonderful sight. The moon cresting the junction between the cliff path and the stone circle. It cast a shadow of the ridge across the beach, all the world as if you had signed your name in untidy handwriting. When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boat, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh. They were God-fearing people, those shepherds. There was no love in the relationship. Donnelly tells me that they had one Bible that was passed around in strict rotation. It was stolen by a visiting monk in 1776, 2 years before the island was abandoned altogether. In the interim, I wonder, did they assign chapter and verse to the stones and grasses, marking the geography with a superimposed significance, that they could actually walk the Bible and inhabit its contradiction? Dear Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life. I would leave you presents outside your retreat in this interim space between cliff and beach. I would leave you loaves and fishes, but the fish stocks have been depleted and I've run out of bread. I would row you back to your homeland in a bottomless boat, but I fear we would both be driven mad by the chatter of the sea creatures. The vegetation here has fossilized from the roots up. To think they once grazed animals here, the remnants of occupation being evidence to that. It is all sick to death. The water is too polluted for the fish, the sky is too thin for the birds, and the soil is cut with the bones of hermits and shepherds. I've heard it said that human ashes make great fertilizer, that we could sow a forest from all that is left of your hips and ribcage, with enough left over to thicken the air and repopulate the bay.